What do you treasure most in the whole world? In simple terms, a treasure is something that is of extreme value to you that if left in the open, thieves can steal it. Jesus Christ asked us to store up our treasure in heaven. If your answer to the question I asked at the beginning of this video is something that cannot be kept in heaven, you have to think again. Jesus linked our hearts to our treasure, but he said that where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be also. Whatever you treasure the most is what your heart is set on. If it doesn't cost you everything, then it's not treasure enough. Matthew chapter 13, Jesus Christ told us of two stories, one of the hidden treasure and another of the pearl of great price. In both stories, they sold all they had to get that treasure for themselves. Jesus said that finding the kingdom of heaven is worth selling all that you have to keep it. The man who found the hidden treasure in the field didn't just buy the portion where he found the treasure, bought the whole field. Don't just stop at salvation. There is more. Buy the whole field. What will make a celebrity give up his reputation, his brand deals, his connection, everything he has to become homeless, poor, and a slave? Christ. Before you jump in to say that accepting Christ doesn't mean you'll be poor, when it comes to it, choosing Christ may literally mean becoming poor. Saul of Tarsus, also called Paul, was a man of great repute. In our time, he would have been called a celebrity. This man gave up all that he had for Christ. He was a Pharisee, well known, very popular, and he was very wealthy too. Jesus Christ became his greatest treasure. He literally gave up all that he had to follow Jesus Christ and to know Christ. Ask yourself, do you have the same salvation that Paul had? Do you treasure it the same way he did? If it comes to it, and you have to choose between the things that you have and Christ, make peace with the truth that you can literally lose all that you have built over the years if it comes to having to choose between Christ and what you have. What will make a man or a woman decide to jump off a bridge or decide to drink poison to end their life? That person has concluded that there's nothing on earth to live for. To die for something, you must believe that there's nothing else to live for. This Christian work, you are required to die daily. The only way you can do that is when you believe that there's nothing on earth to live for that is much more important than Christ. Instead, you'll be willing to die to your reputation, your family, to status, to earthly possessions, to keep Christ as your greatest treasure. Do you know that moths are known for leaving large holes in precious fabric, leaving the fabric useless to the owner? Moths on earth can be people too. Some people are known for leaving large holes in the hearts of the people who come in contact with them. Christ tells us that whatever treasure we have shouldn't be accessible to moths. The fabric of our heart is precious, and if our heart is not turned towards Christ, we may find that our heart is left with many holes, leaving them almost beyond repair. If our heart doesn't belong to Christ, it means that whatever it is that we treasure can easily get our hearts destroyed. Check your heart and see if what is uppermost on your heart is not something that the moths of this world can destroy. Better still, cry out to the Lord, "Oh Lord, reveal the fabrics I have treasured above you in my heart." Is your heart set on something the enemy can steal? Is it money? You can lose everything. Is it family? You can lose them to death. Is it reputation? That can also be ruined. Friends? They can cancel you at any time. Or success that will soon fade away with time. These things, as good as they are not guaranteed. If Christ is your all in all, He can protect these good things in your life because you are hidden in Christ, and all that you own becomes hidden in Him. Give your heart to the Lord and let Him be your greatest treasure.